I'm Matt Bichard with REIT.com here in Atlanta for REITWorld 2014, NAREIT's annual convention for all things REIT. Joining me for this CEO Spotlight is Dave Stockert, the President and CEO of Post Properties. Dave, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, your company recently sold the last of its New York City properties. Can you talk a little bit about the decision to leave the New York market and what factors drive these types of geographic-based decisions?
We like to locate in cities that have a lot of growth. Growth in population, growth in employment, and that creates demand for housing. So that's how we think about our company in the first place. As it relates to New York and those assets in particular, this was just a moment in time where we felt like there was a condo bid for the assets and that we could achieve a price for those assets that we could never, a valuation that we could never get if they stayed inside, wrapped up in the company. And so we sold them, and it turned out to be to a condo converter. It was a great price, and we'll take that money and redeploy it in the business.
And picking up on that, can you talk about the company's balance sheet and how you plan to put that capital to work?
Well, the balance sheet is in the best shape it's been in probably 15 or 20 years. Our leverage as a percentage of our total capitalization on a value basis is only about 25%, so we've got lots of capacity. We also created a cash balance of about $160 million, which on our size is quite substantial. And so we'll reinvest that money in our development pipeline principally, but also in some acquisitions that help us shape the portfolio.
And lastly, REITWorld this year, we're here in your backyard.
Yeah.
And not only is Post headquartered here, but you own more than a dozen communities in the area. What makes Atlanta such a great place to be located as well as to invest in?
Well, Atlanta's always been a high-growth city, and we do about twice the U.S. Growth rate in population and about twice the growth rate in jobs. And so Atlanta is in the top 5 cities in the country for making jobs. It's a transportation center, obviously. Hartsfield-Jackson Airport that you came through is the busiest airport in the world. We've got 3 major interstate highways that come right through Atlanta, a big rail system, the Port of Savannah. It creates a lot of logistics and distribution. We're the hub for the Southeast economy, and the Southeast economy is one of the half-dozen largest economies in the entire world. So it's a great place to be, low cost of living, low cost of doing business, really inviting business environment, and people want to be here.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
For more on this and other REIT news and analysis, be sure to visit REIT.com.